this church, and I'm going to share my life story with Jesus. I was born in a Christian family where my parents were my first mentors and taught me how to serve and honor God. When I was a child, I loved to listen testimonies of a murderer, a gambler, a drug addict, those people who turned their lives to Jesus and became a pastor, or God's follower by the grace of God. Even those people who were confused with their status have been transformed. I once told God that I want to be a living testimony too. Every summer, we had a vacation Bible school. Every December, we have a youth camp and burials. I was in demand, making programs and leading worship song. But I tell you, I don't have a golden voice, but I have a golden heart. When I was in high school, my life routine was the same. Monday to Friday at school, Saturday, practice at church, and Sunday, our Sunday service to God. Until I graduated from college, my life was spent in serving God. There were times that I got bored. After graduation, I was really excited because I was planning to go abroad to work in a 5-star hotel and to travel to different places. But Mom disapproved of me being far from them. I chose to obey my mother. One day, a principal in a nearby private school offered me a job as a dance choreographer. Then later, she offered me to teach on that school, which away from my course as a hotel and restaurant management. Although the school sent me to trainings and seminars. At the time, I realized that it was a favor from God who provided me. So again, I had a busy life. No school, with lives with school, church and home, no socializing, no time for friends, no travels, and no love life. It was so sad. Many years had passed. I felt that I'm so tired and burnt out to the point that I wanted to give up. I love serving God and I love to serve the church. Maybe I was just bombarded and pressured with all the responsibilities with same routine. I was so longing to travel and to have experience a life away from the daily routines. I keep my frustration to myself, being sorry for myself. I remember that my mom was told me that she asked God for a daughter. My siblings were all boys. She prayed like Hannah from the Bible that when God gave her a daughter, she will offer her to God. Indeed, God heard my mom's prayer. So the time I understood why my mom was so protected over me. Year 2018, month of May, it was a terrible year in our church. A year where my faith has been tested. Our pastor resigned together with some our members, leaders, and worship team leaders too. There was a division in the church, but I stayed in the church. I was left alone, angry, hurt, and hopeless. There were lots of questions that came into my mind. What happened to my church? Who will lead the services? Who will do all the works? The verse in 1 Corinthians reminded me, chapter 16, verse 13, to stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. I needed to be strong for my love of God and to my church. I was there in my whole life. So the first Sunday in church, without a pastor, to look back, I almost couldn't believe what I have done. I led the worship, I did the welcoming, and I did the preaching. It's like a one-man band. I was still in my early 20s during those times. I needed to be strong, especially for the children. All those impulses in me all came from the Lord. I couldn't have done it without the Holy Spirit who strengthened me. But thankfully, after a few months, our church got revived. We trained musicians, worship leaders, backup singers, and all many other ministries. The good thing was, those people who were shy and lack of confidence hid their talents. They were just challenged because nobody is around, and so they boasted their confidence. So those pictures prove how faithful God is. Our well-trained worship team. I learned that God uses some mess for something good. I understood after that what the true picture God wanted us to see. As if God was sifting the church, refining us from the glory to glory. To make this long story short, here I am. My dream came true. My prayers for 4 years are short. Here I am. My dream came true. My prayers for 4 years, I was able to travel here in this country. When my cousin Berna asked me if I was still interested to travel, it wasn't an easy decision to make because the church had just revived, but I trusted everything to the Lord. It is His church, His people. My family and the church supported my decision to take a journey away from home and to follow God's will in my life. It was tough to recall with the processing of documents and the finances needed, but by the grace of God, things went smoothly. February 3, 2019 was my first church service in FCC. I was blessed and grateful at the time. I remember I was seated in that corner talking to God. What His plans? When will I be able to go up on that stage? Before, it was only in my dream. I only prayed for 4 years, and now I've been sharing my story here. I was hesitant at first to share because I have no confidence. FCC made feel as my second church and my second home. I can say Denmark is my reward from the Lord. God made a way. He granted me my heart's desire. I waited for too long, but I never regretted it. God prepared and equipped me for 30 years. And then He allowed me into this journey. I have learned so much that pain, frustration, and hurts in the past were already healed. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you, Pastor Raymond and Nanay Mildred. Thank you for your untiring service to God, and especially to FCC. And especially to pairs like me, your love, your encouragement, and your prayers made us strong and made us dependent on God. To my mentor, Rita Elsa, you encouraged me to do the things that I never did before. Your life has a big impact for me, and you never deprive your love for all your memories. To my life group, thank you for listening my advices and my burdens as well. To all my ministries, PD, Kids, Creative Arts, Disinfection Team, Encounter Weekend, and Discipleship Training, I never thought that I would get through this. I can humbly say that it's all about grace of God. To all titas, titos, kuyas, and atis here, thank you so much for your life. Your presence always gives impact in my life. Thank you that you made me feel that I am welcome here, especially you always willing to open your house for me. I have a verse that I'd like to give to you, all found in 1 Corinthians 16:13. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love. Landy here many times get tired, but will never give up. To God be the glory, and God bless everyone.